So, Tim, so you met her. Everybody seemed to get along pretty well?
Oh, of course. She fit right in, and a great personality, which is a big thing in my eyes.
How does she rank compared to other Feeney paramours?
Feeney paramours.
Don't mention names, buddy.
He has done a very solid job in the last 6 or 7 years. I give him a lot of credit for that. He dates an interesting lot of people, but I tell you.
Would you say Jennifer's like a 1 seed or a 2 seed out of the West?
And out of that crew, she's definitely a 1 seed.
Ah!
So she would be in the top 5?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Top 5.
How do you like that?
Good
Not
for
bad.
you. Good for you.
Let's get on with it.
All right, well, listen, you say that Feeney's done well for himself the last half dozen or so years, breaking out of a spell that really affected not just him, but it seems like, if you don't mind my saying, Tim, everybody, this gaggle of chums that ran around in Rhode Island together in the 80s, it seems like the whole lot of you have had struggles with the ladies. Is that fair to say?
That's definitely a true statement, David. Unfortunately, I have to admit that.
Well, look, and by the way, I'm not coming down on you, and because like Feeney's already pointed out, my rate is about a woman a decade is about the women I win over. Then again, I am the love skunk that once I put my stink on that lady, it never washes off.
Yeah,
so
they can take penicillin, they can take anything.
They can do whatever they want.
They can't get rid of it.
There's no way to get rid of it once you have it, but it's not as though I've been terribly accomplished in my days. But so it's been tough for you.
It was the 70s, though. Everybody was doing everybody.
That's right. So so you've had your troubles. Feeney's got like 4 or 5 chums back east who all have had severe difficulty tracking down a lady friend for any enduring amount of time.
I would say Tim is the Clooney of the group, after myself, of course. The fact that Tim's done actually all right, he just had gone through several dry spells, a lot of dry spells. I have other friends who have never taken a girlfriend or a lover, for that matter, and we're not going to say those names over the air.
So Tim, is that basically a fair assessment? What do you think has been your issue?
My issue, David, I think is almost like a too nice of a guy syndrome, where you're always coming in second place, never first place. Always sort of the player who never makes the first move, lets the game come to him instead of attacking the rim, LeBron James style, which is really the way to go, in my opinion.
I think that's fair, and clearly you're a charming and amusing fella, and not half bad looking. Matter of fact, Jacuzzi Pete, put up a photograph of Tim on the website, on AdamCarolla.com, on the Daves of Thunder page, so the ladies can get a look at what they're, because we're going to put them up. We're going to put them up there, and the ladies of the world can take their shot at them. And we'll get to that in just a second. But have you ever thought about, if it's so hard to track down a lady, have you ever thought about pursuing them? It's the 21st century. You can chase ladies now online even. Have you ever given that a thought? Dating services and such.
Hello?
Hello?
You there, buddy?
I lost connection there with you for a second.
He lost time. He lost time like Ed Norton in Primal Fear. No, but David was asking about internet dating. How come you don't try that?
I think that's the last bastion, the last frontier.
Well, if you're desperate.
Swallow your ego at that point.
I wouldn't say he's desperate either. You're not desperate, Tim, are you?
I'm sorry?
You're not desperate, are you?
I'm not desperate. No. It's just, the kind of young lady that I fall for, it's always the wrong kind. It's just, never a match long term, and for lack of a better term, it's just, it's really a mystifying puzzle to put together.
Well, I think we have some ladies on the line, and we're going to try our first ever, we're going to go back to something. We haven't done it in, 4 years?
Right.
We had some success with it the first time around. It's we're going to do audio blind dates, or we'll at least do one audio blind date today. And what we'll do is, we'll just we'll give you the sense of being in a restaurant, and you'll go on a date with a young lady, and you'll see how you get along. And maybe Feeney and I can sit here as judges, and we'll try to coach you where you go wrong. We'll get to that in a second. Here's one tip though that strikes me. You say you got to attack the rim. Here's a great move that I've said it before. I'm going to say it again now. And I've heard from many people that they say this works gangbusters. Here it is, Tim. Dig this one. You start yapping with a lady. Somewhere in the range of 8 minutes into a conversation after meeting a woman and an hour and a half, wherever the situation is right, you say to them something to the effect, it'll come off as you being, that you're kidding around. You say to them, hey, listen, girl, listen, clearly...
And call her that. Call her girl.
No, I'm just using that as a placeholder for the name. You tell her how interested she is in you. You say, clearly, you've got it bad for me. I get that, but listen, maintain your dignity and rein it in a little bit. I want you to walk out of here with your chin held high. And they laugh at that. Ha ha ha. He's joking. He's pretending. But you know what? Now that he mentions it, he's right. I am into him. You understand what I'm saying, Tim? They go crazy for this move.
No, I hear you, David. I totally do.
That's a strong move.
And that works for you? That's worked for you in the past?
Oh, yes.
That's how you got your lovely ride?
Here's another move. I'll tell you another one. In a bar, when you hear a guy go up to a woman and start hitting on her, listen to the conversation. He'll almost invariably say something dopey, and she'll reject him. Then, as soon as he walks away, make fun of him. Like, can you believe that guy just tried that line on you?
Right.
Like, wow, that guy was a real loser. And then you're laughing at that other guy. Next thing you know, 8 minutes later or so, then you're telling her, hey, settle down, lady.
That's how you make your time? That's how you make your time in the day?
Those are two great moves.
I don't know from that. See, and what people will tell you, and Tim will attest to this, it comes to me. The women just come to me. Is that right, buddy? You've seen it happen, yes?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, my God. I have an effect, too. I don't need to say words.
I
just got to give a look.
I try to not let the mouth get in the way of the moneymaker.
Your bald spot.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
So we thought it was a great idea. We have this blind date. They're going to come into the restaurant. They'll have a waiter waiting. You and I are at the next table over, and we're going to be listening in.
Okay, and then Jacuzzi Pete, why don't you be the waiter then? You're going to be the waiter and give us a little, give us some music at a restaurant. I think it's a nice idea to take her to a nice Italian restaurant.
What's the name of the restaurant?
Oh, accordion music. Oh, I'm already in the mood. Terrific.
Let's call it Shex.
All right.
I like Shex. That's a nice Italian restaurant.
Perfect.
Shex.
All right, so Tim, you know what we're going to do here now? Jacuzzi Pete will be your server. Feeney and I are going to sit back here, and who's on the line, Jacuzzi Pete? Who's our first lady to go on a date with? Katie. We're going to go with Katie? All right. How do we get her on the line? She's on? All right.
She's up right
now.
Katie?
I'm here.
Hello.
Oh, there's Katie. All right. So here, Katie is walking into the restaurant. Tim is already at the table. He stands up to greet her, and go.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Not much. What about you?
I'm doing very well. How was your day today?
I'm sorry, what?
How was your day today?
Very good.
Yeah? Tell
Yeah.
me about it.
All right, well, let me
All
get
right, hold on. All right, freeze.
right out of the gate. You don't say, oh, you look nice. Wow, it's great to meet you.
How are you?
I'm
What's your name? That kind of thing.
I'm getting into that.
You don't want to know her name
You're
yet?
getting into that. Well, first, you want to find out about her day. She's a complete stranger. How do you know how to compare it to any other day in her life? How was your day? How about, listen, wow, you hubba.
By the way, we should probably stay back a little bit. I think it's the job of the waiter, a.k.a. Jacuzzi Pete, to come in and break the ice, boy.
Yeah, all right, Jacuzzi Pete. This is how you serve?
I'm sorry I was late with the bread. Can I get a drink?
All right.
How about a drink for you two?
Can we start over, please?
Yes, let's try it again.
Jacuzzi Pete, stand by.
Take two. All right, Katie comes back in. Tim, you're the man. You're standing up at the table. You start us off with a greeting.
Jared, I want Jacuzzi Pete to serve his best bottle of wine.
Okay, but she hasn't sat down yet. And let's describe her real quick. She's a 10 on anybody's books, I think, this Katie.
Right.
She's really good looking. And she's what? How old are you? You're 35?
Yeah.
No, you're not 35.
Perfect.
What an ad-libber. All right, so Tim's there, sitting down. She comes over, and Tim, she's ready to go.
Well, maybe we do need a little background, because if they were on a blind date, realistically, it wouldn't just be, hey, I'd like you to go out with somebody who, we would know a couple of things about them. Katie, 35, Tim, 36.
Yes.
We know he's a big
He's
sports
37,
fan. He
yeah.
probably would have listed that on his thing of interests. And all right, so now here comes Katie to the table and go.
Hey, what's up? How are you? I'm Tim. Great to meet you.
You too. I'm Katie.
Oh, nice. Very nice. So, you look beautiful, I must say.
I thank you.
All right. Ever been to this restaurant before?
No.
All right. Well, I've been here a few times, and I'll recommend a few things. But on the onset, we need a bottle of wine to start off with.
May interest you in a glass of wine, a bottle? Would you like to see our wine list, perhaps?
The wine list would be great.
No, Tim, order the bottle of wine. We don't have a wine list, buddy. This is radio, not TV, son.
Send over your best bottle of Jacuzzi Tea.
Your best bottle. Best bottle coming right away, sir.
All right.
I like that Tim knows the waiter's name is Jacuzzi Pete. He must have a name tag that says Jacuzzi Pete.
That's his handle.
All right, Jacuzzi Pete has gone off to get
He's
the
been
wine.
dispatched. Continue. Katie, perhaps you would like to ask a question of Tim.
What do you do for a living?
I do legal work for the state, so I do a lot of work with attorneys and things like that. So it's very rewarding, interesting work, but, there's a lot there.
There's a lot there.
There is a lot there, dude.
You can't hear
I'm
us.
not there.
We're having some. We're laughing about something we saw on.
I'm helping families every day all across America.
Here is your wine and a basket of bread for you.
Thank you.
Is there anything I can get for you?
Any specials tonight?
Yes, we do. The veal parmesan is delicious, and we have a fresh halibut that has just flown in this morning.
Okay.
That's what I recommend. And our pastas are always wonderful.
Okay. Which way are you leaning towards, Katie?
The pasta.
Okay. All right, well, I'm going to try that halibut and one pasta for the lady.
Very good
Wow,
choice.
yes,
Very
old
good choice.
school. Ordering for the lady, even though she's already ordered. I like the move.
All right. So the waiter has moved off now, and now
The wine has been poured.
That's great. And now,
Make a toast, maybe.
Small talk. Go ahead.
So, Katie, tell me a little about yourself.
I am a veterinarian.
Interesting.
Yes.
Okay, how long have you been doing that?
15 years.
Oh, wow, okay. Do you own your own clinic or facility, or?
No.
Okay. And where are you from originally?
I'm originally from New York
New York, okay. Upstate, the city, or?
City.
Nice, nice. How are things in Manhattan these days?
Cold.
Cold, all right, yeah, no, I hear you.
I have to freeze
Nah,
it. What the hell is going on, Katie? You're not giving him any rhythm.
I'm sorry.
Do you like this guy? Is he nice? Are you getting along or no? These are one-word answers. I'm surprised at you.
We're getting along fine.
You think so far?
Can
Okay.
I just say, one thing I want to go back, I made a note of this one. This is a problem I hear from a lot of fellas, is too much enthusiasm over nothing. And when he first met Katie, she said, "Hi, I'm Katie." And Tim said, "Oh, nice, nice. What are you enthusiastic about? Her name is Katie?"
I think you're off sides there, my friend.
I'm
trying to be
giving
nice.
my opinion. Am I allowed to have my opinion?
That's
on
fine.
it?
I just don't happen to agree with it. He's injecting a
It's too
little bit of
eager.
energy
It's
into
too
this.
eager. All right, no, you're right. He is bringing more energy, but maybe
He's putting
Katie
the
is
crash card
unimpressed.
paddles to it.
Maybe she's not interested. That's not the first time in the world that a woman isn't that interested in a man. At the outset, he's got to bring the charm now. He's got to bring the charisma.
Bring your A
and make
game,
it
buddy.
happen.
Bring it home.
All right, continue.